We're with Pete Calhoun from Reliance Credit Union. Good afternoon, Pete.
Good afternoon, Pete. Good afternoon, Janine.
Lovely to have your company, albeit in a very different setting.
It is very different, isn't it?
We're talking finances, we're talking financial advice and getting the right advice. If you could take yourself back in time and speak to the Captain Calhoun of that 80s shot in the introduction, what would you be telling that young man?
Should have only rented the boat for 1 week and not 2. Sailing around the Whitsundays with a bunch of mates is a good idea, but doesn't do your health much good. And yes, but the smart part was just to rent the boat and
not buy the boat.
That's exactly right. Yes.
But I guess in seriousness, you know, if someone is in their early 20s, what are the sorts of things they can be doing now?
I think Pete might have been in his 30s then, but anyway.
I've been kind.
Yeah, fine, okay.
Mutual Admiration Week, is it?
That's right, yeah.
That was 25-year-old Janine asking that question, wasn't it?
But for a younger person, shall we say, what sort of things should they be trying to do now to ensure that, you know, they've got some savings and things put in place for their financial future?
Oh, look, you know, back in those days it was 105% of your wage you spent, and that was before that was when bank card just came out. So, you know, that's where you used to go and get some money at 18%. But look, like anything, budgeting is probably the key, and a bit of discipline. When I was a young bloke, a mate of mine said to me, of your wages, you should put 30% aside to pay for rent or board. Something probably not many kids do these days. I know as a parent, board's not too easy to come by. 30% as a savings plan, and then spend the other 30% as a lifestyle. Obviously, only 90% there, and another 10% we use to.
That's for the punt.
Well, you know, we don't want to say waste it, but you know, we enjoy the life, and maybe Christmas presents would be a nice way, and maybe holidays and things like that. But more of a safety mechanism or an emergency mechanism. So the advantage of having something saved comes through when you start looking at buying houses and you know, or even buying cars. You know, going and buying a car, buying a flash motor car and getting it from the dealership. I'm watching my young bloke now. Gee, he enjoyed the car for the first year, but he's worked out the repayments don't stop.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe if he would have had a bigger deposit, it wouldn't be as hard.
Maybe you should have asked Dad for some advice.
Why would you do that? You know, like
Good
you've got to
point.
talk about 24-year-old, 25-year-olds. I remember giving my dad some advice. He was a cab driver, had his own taxi plate. And of course I knew everything at about 23, 24 years of age, and said to him, you know, why don't you lease a cab instead of driving the one with the drum brakes and the manual? And, you know, so you can get that off your tax. He said, what tax? So I said, oh, okay.
And the office is still looking for him now. So.
Yes. Well, the 7-year plan's over. Right? They can't come at you after 7 years.